Do Ishmaelites possess a distinct tradition that traces back to their forefather, apart from the biblical narrative? The Ishmaelites, as referred to in various historical and religious texts, are traditionally considered to be the descendants of Ishmael, the first son of Abraham and Hagar. Ishmael is an important figure in Judeo-Christian and Islamic traditions, but the traditions and histories diverge in significant ways across these faiths, particularly in Islam. In biblical narrative, in the Bible, particularly the book of Genesis, Ishmael is portrayed as the elder half-brother of Isaac. The narrative describes how he and his mother Hagar were sent away into the desert by Abraham at the behest of Sarah, Isaac's mother. The biblical narrative primarily depicts Ishmael as the progenitor of the Ishmaelites, often considered ancestors of the Arab peoples. However, detailed traditions specifically tracing back to Ishmael in terms of rituals, laws, or unique religious practices, distinct from later Jewish or Christian traditions, are not extensively documented within the Bible itself. In Islamic tradition, however, Ismail in Arabic, holds a significantly different and more detailed historical and spiritual legacy. Islam regards Ishmael as a prophet and an ancestor of Muhammad, which is distinct from the biblical account in several key aspects. Foundation of Mecca. Islamic traditions hold that Ishmael and his father Abraham were involved in the rebuilding of the Kaaba in Mecca, which is the holiest site in Islam. The Hajj ritual. Many rituals performed during the Hajj, the Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca, are commemorated in the context of events involving Ishmael and Abraham. For instance, the ritual of the Sa'i, walking between the hills of Safa and Marwa, is a reenactment of Hagar's search for water for her baby son Ishmael. Sacrifice. The Islamic festival of Eid al-Adha commemorates the willingness of Abraham to sacrifice his son in obedience to God's command, which in Islamic tradition is believed to have been Ishmael rather than Isaac, as in the Judeo-Christian tradition. Cultural and historical perspective. Beyond religious texts, the identity and historical interpretations of the Ishmaelites have evolved in various cultures. In some traditions, the Ishmaelites are often conflated with Arab tribes, and thus Ishmael is considered an important forefather of Arabs. This lineage has sometimes been used historically to claim a shared ancestry for Arab peoples. Conclusion. While the biblical narrative does not extensively detail distinct traditions that trace back specifically to Ishmael separate from broader Jewish and Christian practices, Islamic tradition provides a rich, detailed cultural and religious heritage tracing back to Ishmael. This includes specific rituals and celebrations that are integral to Islamic practice today. These distinctions highlight the varying ways in which the figure of Ishmael has been revered and remembered across different cultures and religions.